Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to every one of you watching this video right now. So, in this particular video, I want to explain how I built my bias on Ethereum USD, right from the bias down to my entry time frame, and the reason why I missed this particular trade. So in this video, you'll be learning a lot and you'll be getting a lot of information and a lot of value. All I want from you is your attention, and if you are able to give me your attention and pay attention to what I will be talking about in this video, you are going to really gain a lot of value from this video, because this video is going to be value, right? So in this particular video, or let's say I'll be basically talking about Ethereum USD. That's the pair we'll be using. It's a crypto pair, right? So this particular trade I made the analysis yesterday, right from the daily time frame to my entry time frame, and it was a missed trade. So I'll be telling you or giving you the reasons why I actually missed this particular trade, and I hope you also learn from my mistake too, right? So before we go into the chart, first of all, we'll be talking about how you can build your bias. The method I use in building this bias, before I could even think of even getting down to the lower time frame to get an entry from the lower time frame, right? So basically yesterday I came on the chart, and what I saw was a CRT formation, right, on Ethereum USD daily time frame. I saw CRT formation. That was basically what I saw at first. What I saw was that the low of, the idea behind CRT candle formation is that the power of 3, it's also called the power of 3, right? CRT candle formation, right? So I basically came on the chart and saw that the low of this CRT candle has been taken out, right? And whenever you see something like this, what do you expect? You're expecting an expansion to the upside. If price is actually bullish, you're expecting an expansion to the upside for price to expand towards this external liquidity right here, right? So the idea behind this is that price takes out internal range liquidity, then go on to take out external range liquidity. Same thing I talk about, right? So, and this is a way of building bias. We have two ways of building bias, two methods of building bias. Number one, we build bias with key levels. Then number two, we build bias with liquidity or single candle, right? So these are the two ways we build bias. So, but in this video, I'll be talking about building bias with liquidity, how I built bias on Ethereum USD to get my to go down to my entry time frame and look for entries, right? So when you are building bias with liquidity, right, you have to pay attention to something. Building bias with key levels, you want to see price reject from a key level and close above, right? So, but when you are building bias with liquidity, what you want to see price do is that price will come and sweep this particular low and not just reject above it. As much as rejection is important, closure is also important. So I want to see price reject this low and close above. That's what I saw on Ethereum USD. I saw a rejection from this low, then a close above this particular low, right? So all I had in mind was that price is going to come back to this level. Although when I came, I think price has already mitigated it. So my idea was price is going to come back to this level, and I'm going to write price to this external liquidity right here. So that was my idea. So when I saw this on the daily time frame, I actually went down to my H4 because that is what I am actually looking for. Whenever you see something like this on the daily time frame, you move to the H4 time frame, because the H4 time frame is the time frame that is going to confirm your daily bias, right? So if you are building bias from the monthly time frame, your daily time frame is going to confirm your monthly time frame. If you are building bias from the daily time frame, your H4 time frame confirms your daily time frame, right? Then if you are building bias from your H4 time frame, your H2, your H1, or your M30 time frame confirms your H4 bias. Hope you get me now. So once I saw this, immediately I saw this on the daily time frame, I moved to the H4 time frame, waiting for a sweep of liquidity or a breakout. So you are either waiting for a sweep of liquidity and a break of structure, a sweep of liquidity and a break of structure on the H4 time frame. Is either you are looking for a sweep of liquidity and a break of structure, or you are looking for a breakout on the H4 time frame, right? So it's either you are looking for a sweep of liquidity and a break of structure, or a breakout on the H4 time frame. So once you see a sweep of liquidity and a break of structure or a breakout on the H4 time frame, you scale down to your H1 or your M30 time frame, right? But in this case, I scaled down to my H1 time frame, right? And this particular level here was acting as, or is acting as, my H4 time frame. So after the breakout on the H4 time frame or the break of structure on the H4 time frame, what I want to see on the H1 is that H1 is going to break out in the direction that H4 had broken out to, right? So that was same thing I saw. I saw that H1 broke out to the direction that H4 time frame has already broken out to, and this confirmed my H4 bias. And what I was just waiting for was that price should return back to my breakout level on the H1 time frame. Price should return back to my breakout level. Then what my target is probably going to be my H4 high or my daily high. But in this case, I was actually targeting daily high. So my entry is going to be from the H1 breakout, right? I'm going to place my position tool or my limit. I'm going to place it on that particular level. Then SL, my stop loss is just going to be below the body of that particular candle or below the body of a candle on the H1 time frame. Then I'm gonna do something like this to target either the high, the H4 high, or the daily high. Yeah, so this was how I actually built this bias on Ethereum USD. So without wasting further time, let's just go to the chart and just practicalize all what I have just said, right? So going on to the charts, this is Ethereum USD, right? Going on to the charts. All right, this was what I saw, right? You know, this was actually yesterday on Friday, right? So what I saw on Ethereum USD was that just same thing I told you. This is the daily time frame, right? So what I saw was that price took out the low of this daily daily candle, right? Price took out previous daily low, and what I'm expecting from price to do is that price should run up to this high, right, and go take out this particular high. So this was actually what I was expecting from price that yesterday. When I came to the chart, I saw that the low has been taken. All I just said was, I sent it to my friend and I told him that this high is going to go, right? So I was expecting this high to be taken out. I was expecting an expansion to the high, to the previous daily high, acting as an external range liquidity. So when I saw this on the daily time frame, I dropped one time frame lower to my H4 time frame. What am I looking for on my H4 time frame? Simple. What I'm looking for on my H4 time frame is I want to see a sweep of liquidity and a break of structure, or the most recent breakout to the upside, since we are very bullish on this particular pair, Ethereum USD. What did we see after this sweep of liquidity, or after the daily low has been taken, previous daily low has been taken out? Let's go to the line chart. What I saw was that H4 presented to me a breakout as easy as you can ever imagine. H4 presented to me a breakout from this particular level. H4 presented to me a breakout, and what I was now expecting after this H4 breakout was that I was expecting price to come back. I anticipated for price to come back to this level, and I said I was going to target this high, this daily high here. I'm going to target that daily high, so that you know how it is, right? So that was what I anticipated price to do, and I got exactly that, right? So after my H4 time frame, you could see price came to tap on the H4 time frame. If you are using a direct entry, this would have been a very sweet ride to the upside. You would have just placed your position tool or your limit orders, your orders from that particular H4 level, maybe your stop loss at the lows, at this particular low, then your take profit would be same level, which is what the previous daily high or the daily high, right? So your target is just gonna be at that particular place, right? So it would have been a sweet ride, but me, I was looking for confirmation entries. This is how I do my own confirmation on the H1 time frame or on the M30 time frame. Your confirmation can also be on the H2 time frame. So after I got my breakout on the 4 hours time frame, I went straight to my H1 time frame and I waited for another breakout, right? That breakout is going to confirm my H4 bias, right? So you know, this is the H4 breakout. So after the H4 breakout, what we saw was that price also broke out on the H1 time frame, right? This is the H1 breakout that price did. This is the confirmation entry, one of the confirmation entry I use, right? This is one of the confirmation entries I use. This is a secret I'm sharing to you guys, right? So this, I'm giving you value for free. All you need to do is just to consume these things and go on to the chart and go search for all these things. Go and backtest it like your life depends on it, because actually your life actually what depends on this. And where I was putting my entry, I was waiting for price to come back to this particular level, right, and tag me in. This was where my entry was. My stop loss was actually around this low. Yeah, my stop loss was around that particular low, while my target was this daily high. So I was actually waiting for this particular level, but I missed the trade. Now this now narrows down to the reason why I missed this particular trade. If you go to the 30 minutes time frame, you see that the 30 minutes time frame presented to us an internal range liquidity, right, from the 30 minutes time frame. So it presented to us internal range liquidity at this particular level. So price swept this internal range liquidity, and it seemed as if price did not mitigate, and yes, it didn't mitigate our H1 level. I want to explain something to you, or I want to tell you something. One thing price is interested in doing, and you need to understand this. One thing price is interested in doing is that price is interested in, number one, attacking liquidity, and number two, rebalancing an old imbalance. If you look at this particular level here, you see that M30 time frame has an imbalance here, right? M30 time frame has an imbalance. This is the internal liquidity on the M30 time frame, right? This is the internal liquidity on the M30 time frame, and you also see there's an imbalance inside that particular level. So if you scale, or if you shrink your chart to the left hand side, you actually see that price actually used this particular open close, or should I say price used a level here. Okay, I don't think this is the part, this is the level price used, right? So okay, let me go to the H4 time frame. I think that's the level price used, right? All right, so if we go to the H4 time frame, we notice something. We notice this V-shaped key level. Let me go to the line chart. We notice this V-shaped key level that got disrespected multiple times, right? This particular V-shaped key level got disrespected multiple times, right? So let's go back to our H1 time frame. Okay, right? Are you seeing it now? Are you seeing it now, right? So if you wanted to refine that particular level, if you wanted to refine this particular H4 level, then our refinement is going to be at this particular V-shaped key level on the H1 time frame, right? Then our entry was supposed to be at this particular key level here. So that was the reason why I missed this trade. You know, price will, my stop loss was supposed to be at this low, then my target same level right here, right? So this was the reason why I missed this particular trade. I was waiting for this breakout. I was waiting for price to return back to the H1 breakout, then tag me in. So one thing you need to understand is that price will always do its own thing. That's why we are not master in the market, right? We are not master, right? We are not master in the market. So what price presents to us is what we trade based on our own system, right? Based on our system. And I need you to understand that price is always interested in attacking liquidity and also what rebalancing and what old imbalance. That is the two basic thing price is looking out for: attacking liquidity, rebalancing and old imbalance. You could see at the 30 minutes time frame, after price attacked this liquidity, after price took out this internal range liquidity, it didn't even need to come back to the H1 time frame to come tag this our breakout, right? Price just took out the liquidity and continued. And we could also see from the H4 time frame that price actually used a V-shaped key level that sponsored some sales before, right? This particular V-shaped key level that sponsored, that got disrespected multiple times and also sponsored sales. So this is also a powerful key level. This is also a powerful key level when you are actually trading. A particular key level, whether V-shape or A-shape, that sponsored some sales before and got disrespected, has been disrespected multiple times. it is still very important for you to use it. You know, we also refined these to our H1 V-shape key level at this particular level here. So this was the reason why I missed this trade. Hope you got some value from this video. All right, so I would have explained more things to you, right? Price is interested in what? Attacking liquidity and rebalancing an old imbalance at a specific pricing level. I would have explained much more things to you, but I don't want this video, it's already long enough. It's long already, right? So anticipate my next video. I'll be dropping a video on key levels. Make sure you watch it, make sure you share it to your loved ones, and I'll see you on the next video, right? Bye guys.